Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Story 2. We're going to go ahead and now take on the Alleys and Gullies level. Level 5. Woody discovers that there was an old TV show called Woody's Roundup. He also discovers that he is missing part of a valuable toy collection that Al wants to sell to a toy museum in Japan. Woody tries to escape from the penthouse, but to no avail. Where's Buzz Lightyear when you need him? Well, he is in an alleyway, so we're going to go ahead and see what we have in store for us here. So this level is probably one of the levels when I was playing this game as a kid I just despised. I don't know why. Looking back at it now as an adult, it's not that hard of a level. Can be later on, but you'll see what I mean by that here in a little bit. But we have a plain box here, and I believe that is enemies referred to as a bomb plane. But this is the first appearance of the plain box. What we're going to do is we're going to head over here to this box. You can see Rex is over here. We have a bunch of water just everywhere. Just a grimy place to be, apparently. We want to push down this wood, this plank, so that way we can push this box over this water. It's just streaming everywhere. I mean, come on. Like, where's the city when you need them? Like, they need to clean this up. Anyways, we want to push this box all the way against this wall. And as you can see, there's an opening that we're going to jump over, and we're going to go ahead and jump over here for our first Pizza Planet token. Is actually over here. As you can see, we have a bunch of floating objects, boxes, all kinds of stuff floating in this flooded area. And we have another bomb plane. We'll get rid of that. Alright, you want to jump down here, and what you basically want to do is you want to line up these objects, that way when they float closer to you, you can jump across them. See if we can make this plank. Oh, darn it. Alright, so now that I'm back up on this step, we're going to try this again, but first you actually want to jump on a cardboard box like this one. And I think I may have jumped too soon. Let me try that again. But you basically want to jump onto a box, and then the planks actually move, I think, a little bit faster. So if there's a plank close by, you want to jump onto that right after the box and get up here. And we have Slinky. Howdy, Buzz. If you can bring me 5 bones before time, I will give you a Pizza Planet token. So Slinky wants us to collect these 5 bones. Similar to the last level we just did, where we're collecting 5 wrenches, he wants 5 bones. This one's actually pretty easy. The trick to this is, I think what the game actually intends for you to do is to jump on those floating objects, but you don't really even have to do that. I've always gotten this done by just jumping, long jumping, just quickly from the platform back to the platform, and it's easily you can easily do this for your first Pizza Planet token level. So no need to jump on those boxes. You can just double jump, and you should be able to make those jumps by getting back on the platform very easily. Go ahead and jump down here for this coin. And we are actually done here. So we're going to go ahead and jump back up these steps and back over this this wall here, this fence, I guess. Let's see what else we have in this alleyway. Let's go ahead and jump back up here, and let's get back to the main area. Yeah, this is probably one of the darkest, like visually darkest levels I've in the game. Especially playing this as a kid, I was just very like depressed at this level. I'm just like, man, this is just such a grimy, like, just depressing place to be, especially as a toy. Like, most toys want to be on a shelf or like want to be on display, and we have all this rain and nasty stuff. But in this box, we have another item that we cannot use yet. That item actually is required to finishing this level 100%, so we actually will not be able to do that right now because we do not unlock that item until much later in the game. But we're going to go ahead and grab our upgraded wrist laser, so that way our attack is powered up so we can defeat enemies easily. And as you can see, there's a rubber ducky here. Hi Buzz, I have lost all my baby ducklings. If you can find all 5 of them and come and see me, I will give you a Pizza Planet token. So this duck, we unfortunately will not be able to help quite yet, because all 5 of those ducks will not be able to be found without that item. But let's go ahead and kill that flame box and move right along. So we have, so I want to actually point out these red enemies, these robots. I've been calling them like just robots or whatever, but they're actually, all these enemies have names. Those red jumping ones are actually called jumpers. I never knew those had official names until recently. I just wanted to point that out, just kind of interesting information of the game. But as you can see, we have some more coins here, and we already have half of our 50. Let's go back here and get those other two. Alright, so if you get up this trash can and you jump on this cable, you'll be able to zip line to this other trash can, which allows you to jump to this dumpster, and you can make it over to this market area. This market area has a couple different things for us to collect, so we're going to go ahead and explore this. Let's get rid of that plain box. Jump up here in this box, and then you see this little watermelon stand. I love those N64 graphics of the watermelon. It just looks so real, like they're just going to fall out of there. So we go ahead and fall down. And actually what we want to do first is, as you can see, there's a big enemy up there. That's a newer enemy. We cannot defeat that enemy with our laser. We have to actually use the disc launcher to defeat that enemy so we can jump onto that platform. So we want to jump down here, move this box over to this other like table, and you will find the disc launchers up here. And then what you actually want to do is move, and this is very important to do, make sure you move this box all the way back to the other side again. You're going to want that over there after you already have the disc launchers, because just trust me, you're going to want that box there. So what you want to do is jump up here, back on this box, and back onto the watermelon stand. And we go ahead and use our disc launcher to take out this big guy. Jump up here. Stomp this, which propels us up here, and then you want to stomp on this button, which activates this fan. So what this fan's going to do is there's balloons that are being blown up automatically somehow by that helium machine. What you want to do is, once that fan is activated, it's going to blow the balloons in a certain direction that actually will take you to a Pizza Planet token. So now that we have this box back over here, we can easily jump back up here, and now that the fan is activated, we can just jump on a balloon, avoid the copter robots, and we get our second Pizza Planet token. Alright, destroy those copter robots, and we'll move on to the next thing. So we want to actually jump back up on this box, back on the watermelon stand. We want to use these balancing platforms, that way we can get back up onto this, and that enemy has respawned. And by the way, those enemies are also called Zerg warriors, so they are more defensive enemies, but if you get up on this umbrella, there's a bunch of coins up here. Without falling off, actually just did there. We want to collect most of our coins on this umbrella for Ham. As you know, Ham is in every level, so we want to make sure we get our 50th coin reward. Without falling off, to see if I can make it to that other umbrella. And we did not make it, so we had to go back up to this platform. I went ahead and grabbed some more disc launchers so I can take out the Zerg warrior. And we want to balance ourselves back up here. And if you get over here to this platform next to the fan, so we can do this, and that'll be easier to jump to this umbrella so you can collect all the coins on this. We only need a few more for Ham. See, 2 more. And we got our 50th one, but because I am such a collector, I will collect every coin on this umbrella, and I will not fall off this time. Boom. Alright, so Ham is conveniently right here, so we want to take our 50 coins to Ham.
That's the ticket. Here you go, fuzzy boy.
Alright, and that gives us our 3rd Pizza Planet token of the level. And that'll actually be the last Pizza Planet token we can get right now. We will be returning, but for now we are done here. So yeah, this is actually the first level where they actually make you do backtracking for Pizza Planet tokens. It's the first level where you cannot get all 5 right off the bat. You have to come back later with an item that you unlock. Alright, so now that we have finished alleys and gullies, we are going to go ahead and see what awaits us and slime time. Alright, so this is actually the next main boss of the story. Let's see what we have here. Alright, so this guy is pretty menacing. So this is actually the slime boss. This guy is actually pretty hard. There's really only one technique I've ever used, but it actually requires you to take a little bit of damage, quite a bit. So basically what you want to do here is this guy will jump pretty high and pretty far. As you can see, as you shoot him down, he will shrink into the trash can. So what you want to do is basically just spam the B button with your laser as fast as you can to get him to shrink down in the trash can. He will come back out larger than before every time you shrink him. I can't remember how many times you have to do it. I think it's like 5 or 6. But eventually he will be destroyed once you shrink him down enough times. But yeah, he was going to keep growing larger and larger. I think his attack gets more powerful every time too. He's going to throw these green like balls or beams at you. Very hard to avoid, so that's why taking a lot of damage I feel is kind of like necessary. Because as you can see, we already have his health bar pretty down. And fortunately for this game, if you do die, you do not have to restart. Like, the boss's health meter does not restart, so you basically just pick up right where you left off, which is actually a really nice thing that I like about this game. It kind of gives you like more of a checkpoint. As you can see, he's growing even larger there. He's got one more hit, and let's see if we can finish him off and get my upgraded laser. Get away from me. I just spam that B button. I mean, that's really the only tip I can give you, just repeatedly spam that B button. And you are going to take damage. I think this is going to be the first time we die in this game. Come on now. Go down. Yeah, he moves pretty quick for a slime in a trash can. Oh, there it is. First death of the game. But now that we come right back up, as you can see, he still has 1 hit left. And we have a full health bar. Let's see what we can do. And done. Boom.
To infinity and beyond.
Boss defeated.